So what I was gonna do was I was gonna fix some of this animation up and talk about timing and stuff, but I'm gonna still do some of that, but I'm gonna act like this is mocap, and then we're gonna talk about animation layers and what animation layers can do for you. Whether you're doing motion capture or you're doing hand-keyed stuff, the benefit of animation layers is it's incredible. So this is Jay's shot. He's got this guy coming in, and he's looking around the corner. He's got like this drone guards flying in the air. I've got it turned off right now, and then he shoots it and like dives across. The beauty of animation layers is it's right here. So you'll see the display anim. Go to anim right here. And so what I'll do is I'll grab all my controls. I'll go to my anim layer here, and then I'll get this little far right thing with the blue dot. It says create layer from selected. It's going to make 2 new layers now. Okay, it's going to make a base animation layer and a layer 1. The base is what is already here. This is your base. It's been there the whole time. You just didn't need to label it because you didn't have another layer. So it's the only layer that existed. Now you've got this other layer with nothing on it, but you've got all these keys selected on it, and you know that they're there because it's the green dot. Okay. And so that's when you know if you select something, you'll see a green dot there. That means that it's on that layer. And that's the active layer right now. If I go to this other layer, it turns green because I'm on that. Additively add content to your existing base animation without destroying or disturbing the base layer animation. Okay. Because you want to set a key very carefully where you want to affect the animation. Okay, so for example, I know I'm going to work on 75, so I'm going to set a key there. Okay, so now I've got a key here on 75, right there. Now I'm going to scrub backwards until I don't want the animation to be affected. So he starts to go into it around 47, so I'll set a key at 47. Okay. And then I'm going to go forward until I don't want the animation affected again. Okay. So it starts to leave that pose around 117. So I'll set a key there at 117. Okay. So now when I go back to this pose here at 75, the animation is going to be affected between these key poses now. Does that make sense? And now I'm ready to start editing my pose. So now what I can do is I can go in here and I can just start animating. I can start saying, what if I did this? I got them lower here. And what if I got this foot out here more? Okay. And so you can go in there and you can just start editing your pose. All right, so let's just say, for example, that that's what we came up with. That's our like golden pose, okay? So what you can do is you can go over to your anim layers here, and you can toggle this on. See how it says mute layer? You can look at what you had before and what you have now by toggling off and on, okay? As long as that layer's on, you've got that new pose now. Now see, you've got a little bit of a problem here, right? The feet are sliding, okay? So you got to make sure that you're thinking about that as well, right? Because now we got to reposition those feet, okay? Look at all the way until right there. That's where he changes cameras. So I can set a key there, and I can basically just go to these ones, and I could go set a key just before that right there, and then I could go copy that pose to there. And now that foot stays there on that layer. Okay? Makes sense? Same thing here too. I could say to myself, well, he makes contact there. So I'll set a key here, and then I'm gonna basically, go to my pose here, and I'm gonna set a key on the translation Z curve there. So it just depends. You have to be careful, thinking about what things you want to be affected, okay? Yeah, there's some great tools out there. They're just kind of built into Maya that people don't know about.